My name is Dr. Chigozie. I finished from University of Benin. I actually took that class was the timing because I was pretty practicing in Nigeria, and working in an O&G department is the most demanding
Women are giving
department
men all
in
the time.
medicine. You can work at your own pace. We do it and keep it. Once you have time, you come and go through it. And that worked perfectly well for me. So even if I'm on call, by the time I've been able to attend to my patients, I'm about to sleep, and I'll say, oh, let me take out 1 or 2 hours to go through today. And the videos are not so long that it's not what you can finish in 1 hour.
How are you doing today? Welcome to my live session, and in this particular session, I will be interviewing someone who went to Canada or who is currently in Canada, and she was once Vantage migration client. So I'm sure if you've been following my page for some time, you will know that what we do is that we train graduates on how to secure admission, scholarship, or even study loan abroad, especially any high income country, be it Canada, UK, US, Australia, Ireland, New Zealand, any high income country. So this is what we do. My name is Dr. Linda Iheme. I'm an educational consultant with Vantage Migration. So I'm hoping that for you that you are watching this right now, I'm sure you have some questions you want to ask the person I'm interviewing today. Yes, I kept it a secret until now, so I'm going to be adding her on. All right. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, amazing. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm just closing the door so that I don't have noise from other places. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Whoa, it's so amazing to finally bring you live here. I know. It's been a very long journey, but a successful one.
Sure.
How are you coping with being in Canada?
I'm fine. I'm good.
Congratulations. Okay, so I'm going to have you introduce yourself for the sake of the people that are watching us, that are joining us for this interview. So tell us about yourself.
Okay. My name is Chigozie. Okay, just add it, Dr. Chigozie. My name is Dr. Chigozie. I finished from University of Benin. Not just that, I finished from University of Benin. This Dr. Linda you are looking at was in room 3 and I was in room 5.
We're schoolmates. Nice.
So you can understand that, as in it's been an interesting journey. It's been challenging, but it's been an interesting one, honestly. As in, I don't know how to explain it, but man, it's been good. It's been good.
That's amazing. What are you studying now? I know you read medicine, so you're a medical doctor, and it's important for us to shine a light on that, because some people will just feel, in fact, just before I brought you on, somebody was asking, maybe can you apply for professional program? Why another person was saying, if you're a professional, can you apply for any other program? Because some people will just feel like, oh, if you're a doctor, the only way forward for you is, to think of how to practice or write exam, right? But that's not the only way. So what are you studying now?
Oh, I'm doing occupational health and safety. Some countries call it occupational medicine.
Nice.
So you can actually apply for so many other courses. You have opportunity to apply for. So there is nothing like restriction if you're a doctor. So you can apply for public health, you can apply for community health, you can apply for just health promotion. There are so many other things you could apply for as a doctor. In fact, you can apply for administration if only you can prove why you want to go to administration after being a doctor in Nigeria. So you have so many things to apply for. There is no restriction for that. And I think you will know about this thing I'm saying when you attend Linda's master class. I've not said how I attended the class. So Don't worry, I'm coming there.
Okay, thank you, thank you. That's a brief introduction. So, in summary, I have Dr. Chigos here today. She's a medical doctor who is currently in Canada. Yes, and I'm super excited to interview you today because I know that it has been a journey for you, but the most important thing is that journey is a successful journey. Like I feel people will not mind, or I will not mind if something is stressful but successful, compared to, well, it was so easy but it never worked. So
Yeah,
congratulations.
thank
And
you.
the question I have for you is, you made it. How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel good. Very good, very good, very good. In fact, I don't regret leaving my almost 10 months salary in Nigeria and for them. I don't regret it.
Yeah.
I don't regret it at all. I feel good.
Yeah. Why don't you regret it? I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to delve more so that we can get more flesh to what you are saying, right? Like
Well,
what? Like when you say you feel good, tell me more.
I don't regret it because when I got here, in fact, when I got to Toronto Treason, I actually looked at myself and said, man, is this you? I said, okay. Yeah, this is me. You have some kind of prestige as a human being. People treat you with respect. People
Mm.
tend to hear you out because I remember even at the airport, I noticed my bag was opened and I wasn't the one. Don't know why my bag was open. Immediately he swung into action. I was like, man, is this real? Like, write your name, write your number, write your email. We need to investigate that. And I was saying, now this is where things work. It didn't just stop there. I probably because of the just entering, I was trying to register and all that. New people that came, where before they would give you your work permit and all that. I missed my flight. Man, when I went to complain, like I missed my flight, they said, don't worry, we'll attend to that, we'll attend to that. I said, wow, things are really working. And I feel good. I feel
A
good.
system that works, right? A
Yeah,
system that works.
that-
Yeah.
yeah,
So I can relate to what you're saying because I just traveled throughout the month of August. I was August 2021. I was in Nigeria, right? So I just came back, and today I was telling somebody. I said when I got to the airport, so usually because of the era we are in now, they have to do COVID tests, right? So, and I'm not fully vaccinated. I'm just taking my first dose. I'm going to take the second one soon. The COVID vaccine. So I was like, so they just took my sample. Well, because I'm a permanent resident, they took my sample. I was expecting them to say, okay, this is the place to go and pay. You understand? Like normal. Go. Nobody told me anything about payment. Am I not paying for this test? Like the test was free, and then because they will take the test like that day that you arrived. They also give you like a kit for the age test. So the kit
yeah.
was given to me, no payment extra. I just laughed. I just laughed
And
because
it felt good.
yes, I felt good. I was like, it's that same feeling of a system that works. So I felt
Yeah,
really good. So I can relate to that feeling. And as a human being, that is something that will make you feel good, right? So that's
sure.
something everyone deserves. It's just that it's not all places that offer it, but that's something everyone deserves. So, well, thank you so much for elaborating on that. I'm going to still take questions from the like what questions that people are asking. So, well, the next question I have for you is, what exactly like? Of course, there are many things, but maybe if you can talk about maybe one or two. What exactly did you learn from Vantage migration training that you think would have contributed to your success on the abroad journey?
Learned in the training how to write supervisors. In fact, I have approached Linda inbox, being that we've been friends from school. So I approached her inbox. She actually talked to me about how to approach supervisor, but I've written like a couple of it. I let me not try to exaggerate, but I know I've written like at least 3 supervisors, but none of them got back to me. So I went back to her inbox. I was trying to navigate. So I just said so that you need that what I mean by trying to do this and all that. She just said, I am training people. You can come and join. Let me train them. I said, how much? Then it was actually relatively cheap, but man, I didn't have the money. She just said, okay, I'll give you 50% discount. I said, wow, that was how I joined the training. With the mindset that let me actually see what's going to happen. But man, it was worth it. It was 100% worth it. I did it myself. By the time I wrote supervisors were just answering up, down, front, back. As in, I had like how many too? In fact, that was when I started narrowing down because I wrote like different courses. So I had to narrow down on the course that I actually wanted more than the others. So that was how I did my application, and I applied to 2 schools. I actually got them. I had to choose. So, you are left with preferring something over another thing. You actually have a plan B if plan A doesn't work. So when plan A and plan B works, you go for plan A. That's exactly my story, and that's exactly what happened.
Wow, this is exciting, right? Because it's like, sometimes, okay, when nobody's even answering you, when you never get admission, how will you not even go into the mood of choosing? But what is so cool is when you have multiple options and then you're able to choose, it kind of puts you in a place where, yes, you have choice, and you can make those, you can choose. So that's really exciting. And what I picked from your story is, being able to write to a supervisor and let them respond. Of course, sometimes the response may even be no, I'm not taking you, or yes, or writing next. But how do you cross that Rubicon? In fact, some people don't even know that abroad, most times it is the computer that screen your whatever the letter, or like you can write to a supervisor will not see it because computer will screen it and throw it into filter, based on keywords and stuff like that. So simple information.
In fact, I absolutely got what you are trying to say, because I think previously when I was writing, I can't remember what I was writing as my subject of the application when I write. I can't remember now. But I remember in the class, Linda said something, when you want to write, try and choose something that will match what you want to do. And that was how I started taking a topic, be my supervisor. That's what I just write, be my supervisor. So I don't write any other thing now. I just write, be my supervisor. Then I will start writing, be my. So I actually noticed that was working. Probably there was something they regulate in their system or so that picks out those letters. So I think that's what I learned in the training. And because she said you need to put at least one keyword that is going to tell you this person or the mail you are sending, that will not make the mail enter trash or enter spam. So I just picked, in my own brain, I just picked, be my supervisor. That's what I'll be using. So once you're a supervisor there, once you're a supervisor there, the person should just accept it.
Computer will first just screen it. So some people, they're wondering why supervisors are not responding to them. They don't even know that supervisors are not reading their email. Supervisors are not getting their email. Their email is moving from their own inbox into the supervisor's filtered message or spam box or trash. You see? So, like, one thing again is that when it comes to this travel abroad thing, something that looks tiny can be what will prevent the success of the whole thing. So let's imagine that a supervisor is not listening or even seeing your email. How will they not take you? If they do not take you, how will you apply? How will you get the admission? So everything stops there. Even though it looks like we're just talking about keyword. And this is how it is for like different stages, there are different things that matter at different stages, or how to
Sure.
overcome those.
Exactly.
So you now see that by the time you add tiny good things, 10 of those
Together.
tiny
Yeah.
things put together suddenly makes you an exceptional candidate. Meanwhile, somebody else is
Exactly.
struggling. You see, so that's interesting. You mentioned one thing, so let's talk about another one thing, because this is the meat of the matter. I'm sure people want to know. Okay, like what stood out for you? At least we've talked about. If you can talk about a second one, then I can move to the next question.
And then the second one was trying to sell myself. Just like I have a goods in the market. My neighbor is selling rice. I'm selling rice. So a customer has to buy either from me or the next person. So how do I approach this customer? How am I trying to sell my own? I can just say a customer say, "Oh, please come to my shop. Come and buy. I have this for you. Okay, I have varieties. Can you choose from it?" And definitely my neighbor may not be doing the same thing. So while I try to write to my supervisors, I am not downgrading myself. I am trying to tell my supervisor, please, I am not a dull student. In my where I'm coming from, I gave my history. I gave the things that I've done. As at then, I've done so many things, a community volunteer. So I tried to sell myself. Then I was feeling good. I was selling myself, of course. So at the end of the day, the things I said, I think contributed exactly. And honestly, I didn't know that before the application. In fact, I'm this kind of person. Linda can attest to that. I'm this kind of person that is reserved. People will say secretive. Maybe, maybe I am. I am. I am. I think I know how to keep things to myself. But man, when I learned in the training that you will really need to sell yourself, man, I had things that would sell me. So I needed to sell myself. And I sold myself. That's exactly what that letter means. When you are writing your supervisor, sell yourself. Tell your supervisor, this are what I made in my undergraduate days. Aside this, I was in fact, I went as far as saying, as in how many times I was the vice president of a fellowship. I had the certificates to that. I added it and all that. So that means I had leadership abilities. So, I just put everything there. Everything. So that's exactly what happened.
Wow. Wow. See, congratulations. It's not easy, right? It's not easy to put
Yeah.
all these things together. Now we're talking about it
And
and it looks like it's just one straight line of story, but it
it's
takes
not
hard work.
easy. It's hard work.
It
It's
takes hard work. Open
pretty
yourself to learning.
tasking. Yeah,
And look
it's
at you,
pretty
a
task.
doctor. That
You
means you
know,
are busy.
and then my first fear before I actually took that class was the timing, because I was pretty practicing in Nigeria, and working in an O&G department is the most demanding
Women are giving
department
men all
in
the time.
medicine. So as in, I complained. I said, Linda, let me not pay this money and waste my time. There was something particular about that. She said, no, you can work at your own pace. We do it and keep it. Once you have time, you come and go through it. And that worked perfectly well for me. So even if I'm on call, by the time I've been able to attend to my patients, I'm about to sleep, and I'll say, oh, let me take out 1 or 2 hours to go through today. And the videos are not so long that it's not what you can finish in 1 hour.
Wow, wow.
So that's exactly what I did. That was how I was able to navigate it, because it wasn't going to be easy for me practicing and
See,
taking
let me
that
shed
course.
more light on that. Because if you're saying it like this, somebody will be like, eh, me, I'm a banker. See, Dr. Gozie is a doctor, medical doctor. She has twins and other, like, she's a mom. She's a mom. Oh, she has twins. Oh, you when they listen to me now, you get twins. You get twins. Because sometimes people like, and it's psychological battle that somebody have to win, right? Because
Yeah.
I have a child though, I just get twins, two. So I don't know how to say, like, that means this is the height of being busy. You're a
Yeah, yeah,
doctor,
yeah,
you're
yeah. I was
working,
quite busy.
you have twins. Oh God. And and husband, which we all, if you are married, you also know that that one is firstborn.
Yeah, firstborn, oh, big firstborn. Very important firstborn. Very important. In fact, without him, this journey wouldn't be successful.
Yeah. So it's
Very
not.
important firstborn in the matter.
So if a single person is listening to us now and feeling that the person does not have time, I'm now wondering what the person have to say to. So I feel that the willingness to do what it takes is what is required. Whether you are single, married, you have triplets, because some people now you'll be shocked somebody will say na twins, but my own are triplets, that's why I don't have time. Like people will try to find something to counter whatever somebody is saying. But I just hope that the person listens to your story today and understand that perhaps at least have the willingness to give it a try.
Sure.
Try it, push yourself. It's not easy what you did. It looks simple, but it's not. Having that willingness to do whatever it takes to make it successful. What I always say is that this journey, if somebody put their mind, they'll succeed. And when it comes to putting mind, somebody can give you information. Somebody can tell you do this, but if your mind is not there, it's not going to work. You always take
Yeah.
that, willingness to put mind. And that's what you have done. You're a hero. You're a hero. You're a hero.
Thank you.
Okay, so what do you know now about travel abroad in general? Like travel abroad in general. What do you know now about travel abroad that you did not know before you traveled?
I actually didn't know that you could travel with your family if you're going for studies. Yeah, if you can provide the proof of fund, you can travel with, even if you have 6 children. Provided you are able to provide the fund, you can travel with them.
Nice.
That's one. Then another thing is it's easier for you to get a PR after studies here than getting a PR when you are not here. That's what I've come to understand. Then the truth is there are jobs. I won't lie to you. There are jobs. But there are jobs. Are you ready to work? That's the thing. Because you will really need to put your hands down to work. So that's not a problem. And the thing is that you are sure of being paid at the end of 2 weeks, not 1 month. 2 weeks. So things are pretty fine. Then there was something again I learned. Okay, we are still talking about the study.
No,
We have not
continue. It's better because
okay.
I cannot know the question. Continue.
Okay, there is something else. You actually have the right to apply for what is called GCMS notes if you're denied visa. This person you are looking at here was denied twice. I did the application myself. Hey, don't come and be asking me how did you do it after denial. I will charge you. Leader will always say, please monetize whatever you are telling anybody. Please, I'm going to charge you, so don't even go there. I'm going to charge you for it. It's not going to be free.
Come with your wallet. Come with your wallet.
Yeah, I was actually denied twice. That's the truth. But there is something I will actually advise anybody is this, as in being dogged is something that you have to tell. At a point, I actually almost gave up, but thank God I had a good support system. My husband is watching. Kudos to you.
Congratulations, you know you're watching us. Thank you for the role you play. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you.
So the thing is, as in, he was quite a very good support. In fact, when I was almost giving up, you would just say, try again, as in I had that support. Remember, I was not earning salary, nobody was paying me. But I had a very good support system. So, I had to try the first, they denied. I got across to Linda. She said, request for your GCMS note. I was just tired of requesting for the GCMS no because somebody that will request for it will have to have a PR. So, but somehow I got across to somebody, and the person said, "Okay, no problem. Let me ask for it for you." Person asked for and lo and behold, there was really nothing serious that. I said, "Is this not village people at work?" you know, out of that anger and everything that I didn't see anything reasonable for the denial. I had to put up another one, as in almost immediately. Like, what does this one mean? In fact, I think when I was actually writing for the second one, in fact, the person will notice the anger in my tone.
Yes.
So, but you went through. Hey, God. Lo and behold, second denial came.
Oh God.
In fact, when that second one came, I looked up, I looked down. I was like, what is it? No, as in all this while, I was actually thinking, if this thing doesn't work, what else? What will I do? How else will I do this? I was just like, okay, I'll give it. By then, my police report expired. I just woke up one day and just told my husband I want to go and do a new police report, and he agreed. I don't get money now, so now he go pay.
Thank God.
we went, brought a new police report, and I got across to Linda. That message, she never responded to it even till today. I think she was quite busy. So at the point I was angry. I said, this girl did not respond to my this. But I'm this kind of person that know how to take excuse for somebody. I just said, probably Linda is not the one handling this account. Are you very sure she's the one? So I wrote a second message. She did not respond. I think it was the third one I wrote. I think probably the way I was talking, the person now said, sorry, it's not Linda, it's Linda's worker that is handling this. I said, hey, see my spirit talking. So I just said, okay, I want to contact Linda. She now dropped an email address, said, please contact her on this particular email address. So I sent her a message on the email address. She replied almost like immediately. I think in less than 20 minutes, she replied. She said, Gozi, I don't hate you. I don't have anything against you. I was like, Madam, close mouth. I don't understand. I was like, okay, see what is on ground. She was like, okay, I think you should contact your school internationalization office. I said, okay. I wrote my school internationalization office, and they replied, fixed a Zoom meeting for me. So I still narrated. They said, have you requested for GMS note? I said, yes, I did. So he said, okay, let me have all the documents that you submitted. That's one thing I will actually recommend for you for this training. Something that made me feel good about it was, he said, no, there is no procedural problem here. That means I did an excellent job. So why the denial? So, and I said, okay, you know what? Package your this thing and resubmit. And man, that was it. And see me here.
Yeah, let me point out some things, right? So one important thing you mentioned now, that when they look at what you submitted, they're like, you did everything right. You see?
Yeah.
So first of all, that means you knew what you were doing.
I knew what I was doing.
The other second one is that because of that knowing, because when you are knowledgeable on something, it gives you confidence.
Yeah, I was quite confident.
What you are doing, if you even not say, we're not giving you, I talk about nobody go answer me, nobody go give me anything. But when you are knowledgeable, that's what causes that internal anger. Like, there's no problem here. Why are you people denying this, and that ability to resolve it. And I want to mention it because there are people, they don't know what they are doing. When they deny them visa, they keep reapplying. This is different from what you are doing, where you know what you are doing, you got everything right. You are getting the GCMS note to see. Did they say anything? They are not saying anything.
There was really nothing, as in.
Yeah. So this is different because some people, They don't know anything. They just go and gather document. They will submit 10 until they ban them. So this is not what Gozie is talking about. I just have to put that disclaimer there. And another thing again is so somebody was asking what GCMS notes. So just for somebody that is asking, if you go to my YouTube channel, Dr. Linda Eheme TV, and try to search for GCMS notes, Canada visa refusal. So you're going to see videos that talk so much about, explain what GCMS note is, whatever, how to get it. We even say that if you want to get it and you're not able to get it on your own, you can reach out to us. We can give you a lawyer's number that you can work. Of course, a lawyer will charge you to help you get it. That one is
of course. But, they will charge you. I think I paid about $17 to do that. It's not so. Normally, what is on the site for it is $5, but the person that you are going through will want to take their own. So the person will take some money. And I think I went through online. I saw that thing online. I saw people rating them. So that was why I think I was scared anyway, because this is an online business. I wasn't sure if they were going to deliver. But I said, since it's cheap, that I can let the money go if they don't deliver. But funny enough, they delivered. I think the Canada Wizard something. I saw it online.
Wow, as I said, it was quite a journey, but thank God it's a success. And
for those of you, I'm seeing somebody saying, why did they deny? It's personal to me. The denial was personal, so I intend not to say why it was denied, but it was not a procedural problem. That's what you should know. So if you want to know why I'm denied, it's personal to me. So come and pay me, I will tell you.
Yes, everybody's case is different. When you are organizing your letter or anything or your document, like somebody else has a husband, another person has a wife, another person has a wife and 6 children, another person has twins, another person. So the situation is not the same. So again, that's another thing, another big mistake people make. They just collect somebody's story and transfer it to themselves. So when you learn from the basics, you will know what to do.
Yeah, that will help you.
You see. So when they say, you will know how to calculate how much you need. Whether the school is covering it, whether scholarship is covering, whether study loan is covering it, what you will be able to. Let's say if somebody goes through our training, they'll be able to know what applies to them, what they have to do for themselves. There's no one thing that works for everybody. The principle is the same. Like, let's say somebody is working. The person may need, let's say, leave of absence from a place of work. Another person may not be working. We also need leave of absence, So, like, different documents, different things, different situations for different people. So, the most important thing is for this person, for example, to take, let's say, our training or any other training, wherever they can find where they are teaching them how to do this application. I don't care. Any other training that will train them to understand the principle and how to apply it to their case, instead of just looking for, because you have what you put for your account. Once you talk, you can put an amount. But that amount,
it doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
Visible for them, yes, and vice versa. Somebody may have 6 children, husband and wife, 6 children. That's a family of 8, right? The amount they will need to take care of their family is different from you that you're a single guy or single lady. You see, so but if you're not gonna ask that person how much you put for a car, the person has say 1 million, I don't know. But then you're not gonna say, so I need 1 million to travel. That means I cannot travel. You see, wrong information has stopped your dream right there. So being knowledgeable is important. It will boost your confidence. It will ensure that even when you are hitting rock along the path, you will have the strength and stamina to push on, because at least you have the basic knowledge. So that's just one thing I want to point out for people, because it happens a lot where once you say one thing, people must go and do that same thing that you did, whether it's going to work for them or not, whether your situation is different from their own or not. They'll just want to copy exactly, like, give me something to copy. Okay, let me just do something. On my way back from Nigeria to Canada, so it happened that the guy that during the checkpoints at the international airport, Lagos, one of the guys that like checked me and everything. So he recommended me, say, I follow you on Instagram. Okay, cool. Then, but the cocoa is that he went further to start saying something like, so how is you Waterloo, that University of Waterloo as a school? As I was, this is a place where I'm checking in as I'm going. Oh, how is you Waterloo? Oh, you Waterloo is fine. Hey, he said, how is the expenses between you Waterloo and University of London or something like that? One school in Canada, one school in UK. So I was like, how is it? I don't know the school. I know you Waterloo school fees because I went to that school, right? And any other school fees I want to find out, all I need to do is go on the internet and I'll find it.
Yeah.
But if you're asking me where you're just checking me, what's the difference between you Waterloo school fees and University of London school fees? You understand? Like I'm supposed to have all the school fees for. By the way, abroad most times the school fees in a school is not the same because you can testify. It's not the same for all the courses in that school.
That's what I want to say. Even in the same school, the school fees is not the same for all the courses.
You see? So now somebody is asking me what's the difference between course, tell me, department, First, how am I supposed to have that information offhand? So I was not trying to tell the person that it depends on the course, and you know what the person said? This woman, you started again. This is what you used to do online. You say anytime somebody asks me a question, I'll start saying it depends. It depends.
Well, it actually depends. It actually depends.
It actually depends.
No, somebody was like asking me, we don't have grades in medicine. So, how will I know this? I said, when you bring your result and I see whether you have A, B, or C, I'll be able to give you an estimate of what your grade is going to be like in medicine. He now said, are you going to take money for that? I said, no, it's free. Come, let me do it free for you because I did not pay for all the training I went. I said, if you want that, please go and train. I can give you the contact. In fact, her name is Linda Yeme. Go online and train so that you will see how easy it is to do all these things. And I've also guided somebody else and the person got admission. The person will soon be coming in. So all these things is when you know.
Wait, just drop the bomb there. Wait. You just dropped the bomb there. See, okay, look at what you're saying. When you learn this thing, because you're trying to, it's like you become your own agent. Obviously, that's what.
Yes, so I have become my own agent. In fact, I am now pro denial 2 times. I am now pro. If you've been denied, come and meet me. I've been denied twice. Pro, I am now pro.
What? Pro. That you can help somebody else in your life. You can help your cousin, your nephew, your sibling. In fact, sometimes I say, if multiple people want to travel in a household, let's say a family, you don't have to send all the children to come and train. Well, if you want to do that, that's fine. But you don't have to. If the most enthusiastic one can do the training, it can actually help others. When I say this, some people they can gather on their 10 friends, all of them will not gather, but that's not what I'm talking about. People always take things out of context. But if one person in your household, husband and wife want to travel, 2 siblings want to travel, one person can train and help the rest. Of course, it simply means that one person will have that knowledge and is helping the other person. The person being helped will receive the blessing, but they don't have the knowledge, right? So if they want to have their own knowledge, they should go through the training. But
of course,
if you learn this thing, you will not see that, whoa, it's so cool.
No, I think to an extent, some persons is actually laziness that make them. Because when you try to explain the steps, and like this person, he was like, please explain it. I said, I paid to go through this, but because you're my friend, I'm actually going to guide you through it. At a point, it was like, Jesus, is this all you did for yourself? I said, yes. But because I got trained, while I was doing it, it was easy. That's one advantage of being trained. But if you are lazy to be trained and you want me to help you, oh boy, you are paying. It's not free.
Oh my God.
You are paying.
I love that you're saying that. So because I know that most times after every interview like this, people are going to fill your inbox.
Yes, so I'm saying it now. No, you are paying.
If the person doesn't want to go through Vantage migration to become their own agent, charge the person. No. It's okay, but I hope that the person takes the bull by the horn and go through the process by
Yeah,
themselves. Because
yeah. And you
when
know, one
when
thing
you go
good
in
about being
anywhere,
trained is you be now become, there's one advert in Nigeria, then they will say, do it yourself. That's one good thing about taking the training. You'll be able to do it yourself, do it. In fact, if you don't get it, you will not be like, in fact, I did it. You have something to go back to. Because that site, they don't close it after the training. Linda gives like extra, I think 3 to 6 weeks before she closes it. You can go back to it. What did I do wrong? And then you can retrace it, and so you have somewhere to actually get your reference for application and everything. You always have a backup. Say, where did I miss it? You go back, check, go back, check. So that gives you an edge. Me, I like doing things myself and I like knowing it. I just don't want to be floating. That's why I would have said Linda is my friend, and I will continue going to her because somehow she doesn't want to offend her friend. You get? So at the end of the day, I may go through that shortcut, and by now I'll still be disturbing her, Linda this, Linda this. But because I got trained, I mean, I can count how many times I go back to say Linda this, Linda this. So that's the very good thing about the training. So you actually
right,
need to take the bull by the horn, get
yeah.
trained. That saves you a lot of stress.
I was going to say, what advice do you have for the person watching? I know you've said a lot, but maybe at least in case that person did not see all these things you are saying as an advice, they will be able to pick out this thing that you will say right now. So for somebody that is watching us right now and have heard this story, have maybe they've been following you for some time, or they just came across us today. I don't know, but like, if you have one advice for that person, what will you advise them to do
If you are still
from your
comfortable
heart?
in Nigeria, if you are still comfortable in Nigeria, I laugh. Please move. That's my advice. Move. That's my advice. So I don't have any other advice. Just find yourself and move. That's just it. That's just it. If you know you
Yeah.
have the mental capacity and the intelligence and what it takes to move, please do well to move. If you don't have, you can save towards it. That's the truth. Over time, you'll be able to do. I know it's not easy in Nigeria, because if I'm saying it, it will be like it's easy. Please, I know it's not easy, and I understand everybody's plight and all that. But if you can borrow to move, borrow. You are credit worthy once you move. You are very you are covering your mouth. You are very credit worthy. They are credit worthy. So, but if you can't work towards it, save, deny yourself the present to get the future. That's just it. Just deny yourself the present to get the future. That's just it.
Wow, that's a
So
strong
not
that's a
easy.
strong word
It's
there.
not easy. I will tell you, it is not easy. It's not easy. Then, for those in other countries that still want to travel, you can also save towards it. Since I know a lot of people are on this platform and all that, if you still want to travel for studies, for anything, and studying abroad, you study in a very conducive environment, you get to work and study, which aside be doing part-time in Nigeria, you may not be able to work and study. But here you can be doing full-time, even though you have restricted number of hours you could work, but you can study and work. That's one good thing about here. So either way, just try and make it easy for yourself. Don't put so much burden on yourself, and knowing fully well that you actually don't have anybody to please, you can actually decide not to buy one single clothes, one single shoe this year because you are saving to travel next year. Yeah, that's your business. It's nobody's business. Everybody can change clothes. At the end of the day, the end is what matters. It's not the present. Everybody have their journey. So just know your own journey and go through it very well without any issues. And while you are going through it,
Yeah.
there are going to be challenges. But how you deal with the challenges are what matters. Try to subdue the negativity of, will I be able to do this? Yeah, you can. Anybody can do it if they make up their mind to. You can save and all that. So somebody is asking, have you get your flight ticket refund from Vantage? Don't worry about that. I know where to meet Linda. So it's not a problem. We are not fighting over that. So don't have that at the back of your mind. You are not dealing with a fraud. I told
Wahala.
you want to train, go and train. If you still meet up the criteria for any piece, it's going to give it to you. You are not dealing with a fraud. Quote me on this. You have my Facebook account. Say I said it, that you are not dealing with a fraud, please. So don't worry about my flight ticket. I can decide not to take it. It concerns you. So
Wahala. See wetin dey person mind as we dey talk. Make you know. Yeah, of course, like we refund flight tickets up to $1,000 Canadian and every. And we do this because it's like saying we double dare you, take action. We double dare you, take action. And yeah, of course, the person that is asking, don't worry, we're going to sort that.
I can ask her for more. You don't know that I can ask her for more and I will get more. You are talking. I can ask her for more and I will get more. That's good.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Congratulations. Thank you so much for having the I always praise people who have the courage to talk to other people about their journey. I always say that there are a lot of people, they need that encouragement to move on. They may be stuck. I'm sure there's no way for the lifetime of this interview plus other people that watch it, there's no person that will be like, they denied me visa, but because of what that woman said, let me go and reapply. So this we may not even get to meet them or know about them or know that this was the interview that really helped them, but that is another life saved, another dream achieved. So thank you for taking our time to come and talk to other people about your journey. And call it a journey, but most times it's not straightforward, right? There's zigzags. What matters is that the zigzags should be happening and you're moving forward overall. So
no, the thing is, there is always. In fact, I just believe in life. You can't get to greatness without having some challenges. There is one saying they said that when you see the glory, always ask of the story. Yeah, if I don't tell you today that I went through visa denial twice, you won't believe it's the third one I got it. And I know a lot of people, by the time you're going the second and getting a denial, you almost give up. Oh no, you don't give up. Find the reason why you were denied. I found my own reason and I redid something different. So if you are having a repeated denial, no, I will not say it. I have one question I would have asked you, but
I feel that once there's a denial and somebody, let's say for Canada specifically, somebody can go through GCMS notes, they will always put the reason written there, and it may be personal to them. So if you can correct that reason and say, oh, this is that reason, I've corrected it, it will always, they will be able to, once you can correct it, they will be able to give, because I also don't want to promote that they will just wake up and just deny somebody visa. It's not necessarily right.
No, it doesn't happen.
One thing,
the person may just have one small, as in, when I said one small thing, if I tell you, we even start laughing. Just find one small thing in one corner and just hold it and say, this is why I am. Mine was not a procedural thing. I can assure you, I did everything right. But it just went one small place. And in fact, when I actually rewrote, correcting that, I'm sure if it was the same visa officer, the person would be ashamed of himself. Yes, I'm saying it. Because, in fact, let me leak it somehow. My program is occupational health and safety. And that's occupational medicine. But his reason for my denial then was that my course was not related to my first degree. How is that possible? I was angry. I was angry.
Maybe he's not a health person.
Yes, that's obviously what happened. That's obviously what happened. So that's obviously what happened. So your own could just be particular to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you should know. So if it's particular to you, you need
visa
to
denial
correct
is not like people dread visa denial. Yes, you should dread it because that's waste of your time and money, you know. But if a visa is denied and you can learn why the visa was denied and you can correct it. So if it's their own error, just like you're saying, pointing it out to that person, and it comes from confidence. Imagine you don't even know. You will just say they talk and say that occupation and your occupational health is not related to my medicine. You know, if you don't know that it is related, you will not even have the confidence to the person that okay, now mistake you they make. Oh, these two things are related. You see, so the knowledge makes a difference. Gives you confidence to question things. To say, oh, it seems you are making a mistake here, or oh, maybe I did not explain well to you, but this actually they are related. This is health. This is this. You know, knowledge makes the difference. And for people that are asking, so again, my name is Dr. Linda.
That's not the only reason for denial. There are so many other reasons for denial. That's why I'm saying the peculiarity differs. So the main thing is just know what to do. That's number one thing. Mm-hmm. So when you know what to do, if you are denied, then find how peculiar your case is and deal with it. That's just it.
Amazing, amazing. So once again, this is Dr. Linda Iheme. I'm an educational consultant with Vantage Migration, and we train graduates on how to secure admission, scholarship, or even study loan abroad, irrespective of the country, all by yourself. So that's what we do. And thank you so much, Dr. Gozie, for coming on board today. So Dr. Gozie studied in Nigeria. She's a medical doctor, and she has moved to Canada. Yes. Yes, you know, the journey, it was a journey, but she's successful. She went through Vantage Migration Program at a point on this journey. Thank you so much for choosing to share your story. And for the people that were asking, well, yes, we're going to do the ticket refund. Surely we're going to do that. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. I wish you the best in your journey, because I always say that traveling abroad is like the first step, right? And then thriving abroad is the next stage. I pray that God will give you the wisdom to thrive. The wisdom to thrive.
Amen. All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody. Bye.